Hi, I'm Danielle from Anatomage. Thank you for taking out the time to watch our student tutorial for the ebook. In this video, we will be showing you how to create an account, navigate the ebook, and highlight features that will help you succeed in class. First, we'll start off with how to create an account. So first go to ebook.anatomage.com and then click Join a Class. You'll be then directed to enter your email, as well as a password, name, last name, and then the code that your instructor will provide. Hit next, and this will be your class information. You can click acknowledge and join the class. Then you'll be directed to the login page again. You simply just enter your password you just created and press sign in. And now you'll be able to edit your account as well as your settings. In settings, you'll be able to control your video scroll rate, the language that you see the text in, and the number of minutes for timeout. I highly recommend doing 720. And then you can hit save. Then you can go back to home. Here you'll have announcements from Anatomage and your instructor, as well as assignments from your instructor, as well as your progress. And then we'll have your chapters list and the popular contents amongst the Anatomage users, as well as your class. On the tabs here, we have announcements, assignment list, chapters, about us, and 3D on cloud. For assignments, you can simply go to assignment list, and this is where you'll see the chapters that your instructor wants you to look at, including the hyperlink and the percentage of how much you've done throughout the chapter. The chapters will be located here. And once you click a chapter, you will be provided the sections. In that section, you'll have different pages, like so. You'll see that as you hover over the bubbles, they'll become different colors, and that simply means that you can interact with them differently. For example, the gray bubble represents a self-paced video where you can just use your scroll wheel and move throughout the video. You can also go backwards if you like. If you have an iPad, you can use 2 fingers on your touchpad as well. Once you're finished with the video, it'll move on to your next page, in this case an Explorer, where you can actually interact with the image, and you can click on the colored items and it'll tell you what that structure is. We also have Explore pages where if you click on it, it'll provide you a clinical case and you can really delve into it really on a more complex level. You can make it go in different directions using these icons or these icons down here. You can zoom. If you just want to see what you need to see, you could use presets. And of course, there's filters, and you can sagittally see the different layers and axially as well. And there are case notes on the bottom left. Going back to the chapters, if you continue on, we have a different type of Explore page where you're able to rotate and select different structures throughout, in this case, the hip and thigh. It'll say what that structure is at the bottom. We also have a removal feature where you can click and it'll be removed. And then it'll also appear at the bottom what you have just removed, and you can undo. Finally, we have a self-assessment kind of question. So you can try to test yourself of what you just learned. Let's say you aren't really sure what it is for one of them. If you click submit, it'll say the correct terms and if you're correct or incorrect for that specific question. And if you continue on, this is what will show as you finish that section. And you can press next or previous accordingly. We also have 3D on cloud. This is access to our female and male cadavers. Once you choose the gender that you like, you'll be shown the basic controls for the cadaver. On the top right, we have your sliders. The first one controls organ system levels as well as skeletal systems. Pull all the way back, you're left with the vessels. So the second slider is meant for the vessels. First, the lymphatic system disappears, then veins, and then arteries. As for the icons on top, we have our different orientations again. We also have our highlight and removal feature. 1 click highlights, 2 completely isolates. We also have a removal feature as mentioned before. Let's say you want to see what's under the greater omentum, you can click that and see different layers underneath each other. We also have a visibility function, so if you want to see a certain structure, you can go ahead and search it up, or you can go into the system and select whatever structure you need to see. We also have our handy dandy study tools. If you need a highlight, you can do this.
Femur.
You can also do color coding, very beneficial for muscles. In this case, it's a bone. However, you can also annotate. And as you have heard, we also have a speaking annotation where if you want to know the pronunciation for anything, you can feel free to click on any structure and that symbol will say whether it'll be pronounced or not. Lastly, I just want to add that if you are having a hard time finding what you need to find for class, you can also utilize the search bar at the very top of the page. Here you can enter the specific structure that you want to see info on, like so. Press enter. And then the ebook will pull up everything that you need to know regarding the pectoral girdle in this case. With that, I hope this tutorial helps.